Mike, I got two more questions for you, and then we'll let you go. Is one, when you think about Bitcoin and the continued move forward, the president is tweeting, and he tweeted yesterday that they bought 200 Bitcoin. He then tweeted they bought another 200, and then today during the dip, he essentially tweeted that they bought the dip, bought 150 Bitcoin, said thanks IMF. Kind of in some way was using Twitter in a very different way than most heads of state use. How do you evaluate Bitcoin, the use of Twitter, and the El Salvadorian or the Salvadorian economy and the people? Are they excited by this? Do they not like it? It just seems like it's so different that you could almost make an argument that it's good or bad. We were discussing it earlier on the show is, it could be a positive for Bitcoin. It could be a negative. It could be a positive for El Salvador. It could be a negative. Same for the president. How do you view it in terms of almost like the real-time information sharing and the transparency and the engagement that maybe other heads of state don't participate in?
Yeah, I think for Bitcoin, there's no question it'll be beneficial. I mean, even if things go sour or if something unexpected happens, and there's a really negative impact, just the fact that people are exposed to Bitcoin for their first time, and that sticks with them. And so I think regardless of what happens here on the government level, El Salvador will be a major hub for Bitcoin, just because once people are exposed to Bitcoin, they rarely let it go. As far as for El Salvador, I think there's huge opportunities. We've already seen it, just the amount of earned media that they've gotten from this decision. I mean, it's worth tens of billions of dollars, just all the focus that's been on El Salvador, and mostly in a positive light, looking at them being forward thinking and embracing new technology versus historically, the news is only focused on El Salvador when there was big gang shootings or things like that. And so it's really flipped the script on people's perception of El Salvador. And I don't think you can underestimate the value of that. And then also the number of companies that are locating here that literally could not have pointed out Bitcoin on a map 6 months ago, and now are opening offices here, and not just paying better, but they're providing that opportunity for people to increase their education. And the people that are working for these companies now will have the skills to go out and start their own companies. And so I think regardless of what happens and regardless of the ups and downs, El Salvador is going to be the most prosperous country in Central America, maybe Latin America, 10 years from now. And I think Bitcoin is going to increase because definitely El Salvador is not going to be the last country to embrace it. I'm hearing all kinds of rumors of other countries that are looking to go the same direction. And so I think it's just a matter of time till that happens. I'm sure right now they're sitting back a little bit to see how this works out. And if it works out well, they'll jump in. If there's some, big stumbles along the way, they'll probably wait. But, that might just be the difference between it being 6 months before the next, announcement and 16 months. So I think it's inevitable that that's the way the world's going to go.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, obviously, more so than not. Last question I have for you, which is a fun one. Bitcoin is in what appears to be a bull run. Any price predictions or thoughts as to where Bitcoin's price goes through the rest of this year?
I mean, I personally don't think we're done with the cycles. I like this super cycle idea. I would love to think that we, are going to have decreased volatility, but I'm hesitant to make price predictions because everybody knows how, that's worse than trying to predict the weather. But I would guess somewhere in the 150 range, into the end of the year. But I still think we'll have a big pullback into next year. I hope I'm wrong, but that's kind of what I'm assuming. But I do know 10 years from now, it'll be, at least 10x what it is now. And so that's more what I'm focused on.
So you think 10 years, $500,000 or more is pretty safe bet?
Yeah, I mean, easy. I would make that bet all day long.
So would I, my friend. I am making that bet, as I assume you are as well.
Yes.
What's up, guys? Bang, bang. Thanks so much for watching the Best Business Show today. If we're going to be the best business show, we obviously need the best partner. That's why the exclusive sponsor of the Best Business Show is SoFi. They're an all-in-one platform that allows you to invest in all kinds of different assets, including stocks, ETFs, crypto, IPOs, and they even have an automated investing function, if that's your thing. So before we start getting after it again, make sure that you go download SoFi, you get an invest account, and when you make your first crypto trade, regardless of what you buy, they'll give you $10 in Bitcoin for free. It's that simple. Head on over to SoFi.com/pomp to get started today. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you come back and watch more of the Best Business Show tomorrow.